What's the word? What's going on, good people? Back at it again. I believe this is episode 133. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. You'll see it next episode. But we're back again with another episode of the Culture Garden Podcast. I'm your host, Rich.
Hey, I'm that guy. Schoolboy. Yeah, change it up.
Yeah, it's funny. I fucked it up because I'm going to bring you in, realizing, see, this is the issue with having multiple podcasts. There's different intros, and I forget niggas introduce themselves, and we ain't really done a movie post since Skeleton Key, so
yeah.
threw myself off a little bit. But see myself, man, Rich, the boy Skool in the building.
What's happening?
I'll do it for him, and then obviously shout out to the GOAT Ray P. We got y'all. Things are wrapping up. We've been doing 2 television series over there. Reasonable Doubt just had their finale, so we'll be talking about episodes 9 and 10 this weekend, and then we'll also discuss episodes 8 and 9 of the morning show. The morning show is also getting ready to wrap up. Make sure you're subscribed to We Got Y'all. If you watch us on YouTube, obviously you're already seeing those videos since we share the same page. But we appreciate y'all. We appreciate you for tuning in, for rocking with us. I mentioned episode 133. We've been doing this for quite some time now, and it always feels good to come back week in and week out and just know we can count on y'all just to be here for us and appreciate the content and all that good stuff. So
yeah,
a lot of cool stuff coming for 2026. Spending some time kind of having a vision for what the next steps look like for Culture Garden and the other stuff that we're part of. Who the fuck asked you?
Yeah,
we got y'all, everything. So there's a ton of stuff that we're all check out the link tree, check out our pages on socials. You can follow us on Instagram at the Culture Garden Podcast. There will be spoilers and explicit content in today's film. We're talking about the Waterboy. It's time to give Adam Sandler his just due. Talking about the Waterboy. The synopsis of the film: a water boy for a college football team discovers he has a unique tackling ability and becomes a member of the team. I'll tell y'all right now, this was Skool's pick. Let y'all know right now, this Skool's pick. Skool, I got to know what made you want to go with this movie.
Listen, man, I got to say this before I get into anything else. If you niggas is too serious, y'all too into these movies that you can't sit down and enjoy the Waterboy. Oh man, I can't fuck with you. I don't fuck with you.
You sound like Ice Cube.
Yeah,
you sound like Ice Cube, man. Ice Cube made that video, him and Scarface rapping it dressed as babies in the crib about a month or 2 ago, and they was clowning this shit.
Hey,
clowning, and then he said, "Man, y'all too serious, man. Y'all take life too serious." That's what you sound like, Skool. But go ahead, man. Why'd you pick this movie, man? What made you go Waterboy?
The nostalgia of it. Me and you used to watch this movie a whole bunch. This is a 1480 classic, man. While you over there perping, we used to fuck with this movie heavy, man.
This is where niggas be. Hold on, man. That's where I gotta correct you. This might be an 85-85. I don't know if it's 1480. I didn't really rock with the Waterboy like I did Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison.
I know we fuck with Happy Gilmore.
I think we watched the Replacements, man. We watched the Replacements a lot, but when it came to the Waterboy, that was just, and we'll talk about it when we get into first experiences, because I was 11 when the Waterboy came out, but it just never connected with me. And obviously I've seen it, and I've seen it multiple times, so I'm not saying that we didn't watch it at 1480, but I know I didn't watch it the same way I watched Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore, Big Daddy, stuff like that. So
well, it might have been, could have been Rio. I don't know. Shit, I'm old, man.
Yeah, it could be. It could be, man.
But I fuck with this movie heavy. And I think, again, like I was saying, I know you say I sound like Cube. But these movies like this are just to cheat. Like, you ain't supposed to sit down and be all, this ain't this and that and that and blah, blah, blah. Like, this movie's just to be funny. Just an ignorant ass, stupid ass movie, man.
So let's talk about that real quick. Let's have this conversation just because I mentioned this a little bit. When we did our first episode, this was actually me and Rachel. We did our first episode of the New York Times list, and number 100 on that list was the Superbad. And I kind of touched on it there where I'm kind of at a point in life where my comedy is very specific now. Where I could watch movies like The Waterboy and Superbad and kind of just be laugh out loud in real life. And now, since I've gotten, I guess, more removed. I've become more removed from that time of life. That's how I explained it. Like I'm closer. Yeah. I'm closer to being 40 than I am graduating high school, of course.
Oh, yeah.
So Superbad is different for me looking at it because I'm so far removed from that life. It's like, all right, then. And it's funny, it's a classic. I said that. Like, I'm not taking that away. But I don't laugh at it the same way. It has to be really, really, really stupid. And this movie is really, really, really stupid. And I say that respectfully. If y'all seen this, y'all know what we mean when we say that. But for some reason, movies like Anchorman, which are also really stupid, make me laugh more. And it made me start thinking, like, I need to pop in like Wedding Crashers, old school movies that I used to like recite front to back and see if they still have the same impact, because I really needed to be dumb. Like I was getting weak doing Anchorman because it's so ridiculous. And Will Ferrell kind of carries that. This one's almost like made up of a ridiculous world. And it's kind of like, what the fuck? But you know me, I like all the way goofy or dry humor, sarcasm, dark comedy. That's all me. That's all me. So it's interesting. It's interesting to watch. And I was like, damn, is this me or is it the movie? But like you said, it's not meant. But this wouldn't be the one where I would just put on just to kind of get some ha-ha hee-hees out the way. There was a movie I was thinking of particularly that I recently watched outside of Anchorman that I was like, yo, I'm weak. Like this shit got me crying. And that's funny because there's movies like Fridays, obviously your classics.
Yeah.
And then this one just kind of gets lost in the shuffle somewhere. Like, shout out to Letterboxd. Follow me on Letterboxd, KRich513. When I watched this for prep for this, I gave it a 2.5 out of 5. You know what I mean? Not great, not terrible, just kind of right there in the middle. Yeah. But Adam Sandler himself has other movies that I'd rather rock with.
Yeah.
So I think that's part of it. We'll talk more about this. I want to get into some stats real quick. The film was released in theaters on November 6th of 2008. I'm sorry,
98.
1998. I'm tripping. November 6, 1998. Directed by Frank Corasi. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. It was the second collaboration of the year for him and Adam Sandler. They had The Wedding Singer, which came out prior. Another movie I haven't watched in a very long time. He also directed Click, which came out in 2006. So another Adam Sandler collaboration. It was written by Tim Hurley and Adam Sandler. They had worked on Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore, and the sequel, Wedding Singer, Big Daddy, Little Nicky, Yo Shit, Mr. Deeds, Grown Ups 2. So they worked on all these movies. All these are Adam Sandler staples or classics, however you want to word it. And it was the first $100 million box office film for Adam Sandler in his career. It had an estimated budget of $23 million, made $185.9 worldwide.
Killed it.
Stupid. It's still the highest grossing sports comedy of all time. At one point, it was the highest grossing sports film of all time. Huh?
It ain't no more.
No, it's the number one grossing sports comedy. It was comedy is the key word. No.
Again. Okay. Comedy. Okay,
thank you. Yeah. I'm being specific with my words. Okay. And like I said, it was the highest grossing sports movie of all time before The Blind Side took it over. Okay. But now it's been transferred to the highest grossing sports comedy. What made $185.9 worldwide, $39.4 million the opening weekend, opened up at number 1 in the box office. And the top 5 was rounded out by The Siege, Pleasantville, Ants, and The Wizard of Oz, which must have been on a special release. Wicked's coming out soon, so I guess that's timely. It was in theaters for 24. You said what?
They re-released Wicked.
Yeah, Wicked and Wicked for Good is coming out. So
yeah,
got a lot of double features. If y'all want to spend 5 hours in the theaters, man, go check that out. It was in the theaters for 24 weeks. It was number 1 for 2 weeks, and it was in the top 10 for 7 weeks, top 5 for 5 weeks.
It's crazy.
Yeah, man, insane. Because this movie is really silly. And you have to rent it or buy it. School was telling me you can rent it for $3.99 or buy it for $4.99. So it would make sense just to buy it, have it in the arsenal. As far as awards go, I thought it was pretty interesting because School has done an episode of the formerly known School's Guilty Pleasures. He did an episode on the Razzies, the Raspberry Awards, which are the opposite of the Oscars. And this film was nominated for a Razzie, mainly Adam Sandler, worst actor.
Yeah,
I believe that's what it was. Worst actor. Did you know if they did anything else at the Razzies or were nominated for anything else?
I don't believe so.
Okay, then got you. Yeah, it's kind of silly because he won like the Blockbuster Entertainment Awards for favorite actor in comedy. There were more nominees. He was nominated for Kids' Choice Award, but he definitely was nominated for Worst Actor in 1999. Nominated for Teen Choice. I think I might have said that. I'm sorry. MTV Movie and TV Awards. Also nominated for the Stinkers Bad Movie Awards, and he won for Most Annoying Fake Accent. But that's when I look at it the way you said, Skool, as we open. Like that's when you taking it too serious.
Taking it too serious.
These type of conversations, even when we do them on Culture Garden, like we don't really even talk about things that bother you because the movie's too goofy to take seriously.
Yes.
So I don't look at it in that lens, and I do agree with you there. Like, bro, just cut it out. Like, it's not meant to be taken seriously, so it is what it is. If we talk about the cast, of course, Adam Sandler's Bobby Boucher, Kathy Bates, the legend, as Mama Boucher. She threw the script in the trash. She read the first few pages. Hey, man, she read the first few pages. She said she read the first few pages. Said, "I'm Kathy Bates, man. I don't know who y'all thought y'all was. I don't know who y'all thought y'all was sending this to." Her niece actually saw the movie in the trash and saw Adam Sandler attached to it and was like, "Yo, like I rock with Adam Sandler. You should do this." And it, it took her. She was looking at it from, you know what? I don't really play too many goofy roles. Similar to when we did the Skeleton Key. Shout out to Mia. The actress in there was mentioning how, you know what? I've never done a horror film, so I'm gonna go ahead and just do one. So we got to remember this is a job for actors. We look at it as entertainment, but that's still work. Like, and we go to work some days like I don't feel like being here. No matter what you do, you got the best job, be an NBA player. And I don't feel like hooping today. Like it just is what it is. Like so, for her to do something out of her box, that was kind of interesting. But I thought that was funny.
Now, I will say this though, when it comes to entertainment, though, it is different as far as just your name. You know what I mean? Like just to be like, yo, I'm Kathy Bates. Like they really sent this to me. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of the only difference far as work. Like
yeah, for sure.
But that shit is funny though. Like,
but I also respect it because I remember Tim, the writer Tim Hurley, mentioning like, yo, we couldn't believe we got Kathy Bates.
Yeah,
and it wasn't. I love stories like that because if you wouldn't have gotten it if it wasn't for a niece.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of Entourage when they were doing the shoot Medellin and they got it wasn't Sorkin. Who'd they get to come in and do the rewrites? Either way, they were like, I can't believe we got him. Like I couldn't, that's just how it is. It's how it works. Because you got to take a shot. If you're a producer or a writer, I just throw it out there, man. I want Denzel in this movie. Like you never know. You might say like, oh shit. We have Henry Winkler as Coach Klein. He credits this film for kind of revitalizing his career because everybody typecasting him as the Fonz. The inventor of Jumping the Shark. If you know, you know. We have Fairuza Balk as Vicky Valancourt.
That's my boo.
Third movie.
Hey, Vicky.
This is like the third movie in the 90s where Adam Sandler's love interest initials were VV.
And Veronica, she was hot. You ever seen? Nah, you ain't seen The Craft. She came off The Craft in '95.
Yeah, I know she played. Speaking of Oz, I know she played like Return of the Wizard. I don't know what it was. Something in 1985 that came out. She starred as Dorothy. We have Jerry Reed. This was his last performance. He was Louisiana's coach, Red Bulow. Lawrence Gillard Jr. is Derek Wallace.
That's the guy.
Shout out to my guy, man. Y'all know what we do with the Wire gang over here. Blake Clark as Farmer Fran. Peter Dante as G. Brunel. They really did it with these Louisiana last names. That was the quarterback. You have Clint Howard, younger brother of Ron, as Paco. And then you have appearances from Lynn Swan, Lawrence Taylor, Jimmy Johnson, Bill Cowher, Dan Fouts, Brent Musburger, excuse me. Who else was in this movie? I'm doing this all off memory. You have Lee Corso, Chris Fowler.
Oh, yeah, Lee Corso.
That might be it. I think that might be it. So, yeah, you got all. I think LeVar Arrington was somewhere in this film, according to something. I don't remember seeing him, but I also wasn't about to rewind just to double check. So, with that being said, Skool, Waterboy, classic or not?
Classic. This is a classic, man. You don't make $185 quadrillion off a $23 million budget, and you're not a classic.
Yeah, so this is where.
But again, you don't fuck with it, you don't fuck with it. But
that's the thing. That's the age-old question, right? There's movies that I don't fuck with that I can acknowledge that they're a classic, and this is one of them.
Yeah,
like, it is a classic, and that's being too harsh. I'm not saying I don't fuck with Waterboy, but we'll talk about Sandler movies here in a second. Like, I don't. Will it crack my top 5? Maybe comedies if we're just doing comedies, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got some moments. Don't get me wrong. There's definitely
Mm-hmm.
there's a quote that I want to read you, and it's going to explain exactly what I feel about this movie.
Okay.
So we'll get to that here in a second. The origin of the film. So when Adam Sandler was on SNL, he had a character named Canteen Man, and the film was kind of inspired by that character. The fact that it's funny, but the dude was just a generally good person. Like Bobby Boucher is a generally good, like misunderstood. What's the word I'm looking for? When he's hidden from the world, like he just doesn't know. He's naive, very naive. Like his mother kept him in a bubble, so he doesn't really know how the world works. So he's very like vulnerable in that sense. But you kind of root for him throughout the film. It's just a goofy thing. And Tim, the writer, he mentioned that he wanted to reverse the formula of previous movies that Adam Sandler had been in. So you have where pretty much what I'm saying is he felt like Adam Sandler had to be funny all the time for other movies to work. So think of a Billy Madison or Happy Gilmore. Where it's kind of a straight and narrow movie, which I prefer more of, but he had to really turn it on. Whereas with the Waterboy, he can not be in a scene and you still laugh at things. That was what they were going for. And there was a lawsuit actually for this film. There's a back in the quiet film days, there's a movie called The Freshman, and the great granddaughter or granddaughter of one of those actors said that this screenplay was stolen from that movie, The Freshman, and the court threw it out. Yeah, the court threw it out, but that happens a lot where people say, "Oh, that's my idea. They took my idea." Intellectual property, y'all. Make sure y'all trademark y'all shit. So I want to talk to you a little bit about Adam Sandler. We've done one movie, but it wasn't like it was Hustle. If y'all remember, Rachel and myself talked about Hustle with Queen Latifah, and Anthony Edwards was in it. Just a great movie, like a really good movie on Netflix right now. Adam Sandler actually has another Netflix movie with George Clooney coming out December 5th.
Okay.
That's be coming out here soon. I know it got a standing ovation at one of the film awards. So we'll see, or film festival, should I say. But do you have a favorite Adam Sandler movie? And I want to ask you in this way. Do you have one overall and comedy? Because if you know, he's, Adam Sandler is kind of shifted from those slapstick comedies to drama acting. And I say it started around Funny People. I think Funny People might, I don't know, what year did Punch Drunk Love come out? Did that come out before that?
I believe, right?
03?
I think Punch Drunk Love came 03.
It's funny because
that's on our list, right?
That's on the New York Times list. Actually, let's do this in real time so y'all get a little insight on this. Pulling up his filmography just to get an idea, and I want to give Adam Sandler some credit because you talk about an actor in his movies who just kind of really played a large role in our childhoods, me and Schools, and probably a lot of y'all's too. You gotta say it. So we all know about him being on a few episodes of the Cosby Show with Smitty. I think we all know about SNL. You probably know about Coneheads and Airheads. But then you really get him in 95 is when he really take off. So you have Billy Madison in 95. You have Happy Gilmore in 96. You have, if you want to talk about the Hanukkah song, that's kind of popular too. That's actually how he scored Henry Winkler in the film. Hanukkah song came out in 96. That's not a movie. It's just a video. It's just a song. Bulletproof, School Shit in 96. Wedding Singer in 98. Waterboy 98. Big Daddy 99. Little Nicky in 2000.
That's my shit.
Punch Drunk Love in 2002. Mr. Deeds in 2002. So Punch Drunk Love was probably the first time. And it was probably one of those where people were like, huh? Adam Sandler, serious. But he can do his thing. And then you get into movies like Anger Management with him and Jack Nichols. Right? So when the last time you seen Anger Management? Or Nicholson, excuse me. I said Nicholas.
I own it. It's probably been a couple, probably a few years. But I know that's one of those movies that, especially as I get older, it's probably better. Probably better than what I remember. Like when I was younger, it was okay. But I do remember the very last time I watched it, I was like, you know what? This ain't too bad. So I can only imagine now watching it, probably good.
Got you. And then he got into his bag a little bit, like the rom-com thing, like 50 First Dates. Like that was a big movie.
Yep.
The Longest Yard, which I think, let me ask you, what's the better football movie, Waterboy or Longest Yard?
The Longest Yard.
Yeah, I'm saying, are you taking it overall? Because Waterboy is a better comedy, but Longest Yard is a better movie.
Yeah. Better movie. Yeah, I'm taking The Longest Yard. But comedy, I don't know. I would say better comedy as well. You got too many comedians and stuff in it for it not to be.
Yeah, man. You got Click. Yeah. Click came out in 2006. Once again, another big movie. Rain on Me. He's got back in that dramatic bag. I think that was him and Don Cheadle.
Yep.
2007. Sure. Then you have I Now Pronounce You Chuck and Larry. They would never make that movie. 2007. Yeah, Funny People, which I mentioned earlier. If you ever seen Funny Movie, it's like two different movies in one. The first half is a comedy. The second half is like a drama/romance film.
Yeah.
So it's kind of odd when you're watching it for the first time. I haven't revisited that in a while, so I need to. And then Grown Ups in 2010 was a big one. He had a major terrible. I don't know if it was a flop or not, but it was definitely a critical flop. Jack and Jill.
He won all the Razzies, huh?
Yeah, man. I don't even know what he was thinking, bro. That's when niggas get bored. Just start trying shit. And I think the biggest one was Uncut Gems as far as his dramatic acting. I think that's Adam Sandler's best film. Some people might say Punch Drunk Love.
Hey, you ain't mentioned Don't Mess with the Zohan?
Yeah, I wasn't gonna mention that, bro. I skipped over that on purpose, bro. And but you know what? I'm glad you mentioned that though, Skool, because that's the beauty of Adam Sandler, right? Because I know a lot of people look at movies and just look at the end result. When I look at it and Skool looks at them, we kind of look at it from the sense of, like somebody wrote this down on paper and pitched it. And I think that's probably our love of Entourage and kind of really getting that insight and kind of getting an idea how those meetings go when you meet with studios and pitch an idea. Like somebody went to a studio and had this idea about a hairdresser, and they said, they agree. Somebody say, great, sounds great, let's do it. And they did it because it's Adam Sandler. Matter of fact, because of the success of this movie, Big Daddy, which was filming at the time of this release, got a higher budget.
Yep.
They came to him and said, you need more bread? Because Waterboy killing it. Because all them studios want their money. They want that profit. So it makes sense if Adam Sandler, as Skool always says, hot as fish grease.
Yeah.
And when you making movies, we mentioned the numbers, 185 million for this comedy, based off 23 mil. Yeah, you can get whatever you want, bro. Matter of fact, we want to lock you into an exclusive picture deal because you printing money over here. And it is what it is. So going back to all of that, what's your favorite Sandler movie and what's your favorite comedy? And they might be one of the same. Yeah, and if you want to list multiples, you can.
Favorite Sandler movie would definitely have to be Uncut Gems.
Same. That's my favorite movie overall.
But
of his,
I've never seen Punch Drunk Love, so
you'll be watching it here soon.
Yes, I'm very excited to check that out. Favorite comedy, it's a toss up between Little Nicky and Big Daddy. Big Daddy's definitely the better movie, but Little Nicky is just silly.
Yeah. It's definitely in this category because even with his comedies,
Big Daddy had me in there crying, didn't it?
yeah. Big Daddy had you in there crying, man. It's all good though. Big Daddy's strong. It tugged at your heartstrings, man. Yeah. It did. I will say that. Mine is Happy Gilmore easily. Like I'm sure nostalgia has something to do with that, but it's just a silly ass, goofy movie. Shooter McGavin's one of my favorite, like just B characters or antagonists in a film. Like Shooter, it's classic. He's a legend.
Yeah.
And I love Chris McDonald anyway. He plays that role to a T. We talked about him on Dutch. He just kind of plays that asshole. Like I got it going on for myself. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's definitely my favorite comedy. Happy Gilmore. Uncut Gems is my second. But Big Daddy would be my second, or Uncut Gems is my favorite movie. Big Daddy would probably be my second favorite comedy, and then probably Billy Madison and maybe Click somewhere in there. So yeah, but I don't think there's any choice or any competition between Billy Madison and Uncut Gems. Those are it.
Yeah.
And I rock with Hustle. Like we did it. Yeah. We did it. So like I said, about a year ago, a little bit over a year. But I rock with Hustle. So shout out to Adam Sandler, man, all his accomplishments. So I told you I had a quote that I wanted to read you. It's from Michael O'Sullivan of the Washington Post.
Okay.
Here's what he said in his review for The Waterboy. It's another film about a continuous grading loser. I'm sorry, Michael O'Sullivan didn't say that. So this is a Manaloa Dargis, if I'm saying that name correctly, of the LA Weekly. So my apologies. They wrote, of course it's dumb, but every 10 minutes or so, it's also pretty funny. And that's pretty much how I feel about this.
Mm-hmm.
It is a dumbass movie, but it does make you laugh. It's not Damon Wayans stand-up school giving me the stink eye. That type of moment. Somebody just doesn't even crack a smile in it. I want you to rewatch that stand-up. I don't even remember which one it was, but you was being hard on me. School was being hard on your boy.
It's on HBO Max. I'm sure it's on there.
Do you remember your first experience with this film?
No, I do not. No, I do not. It's one of those movies I've seen so many times, and I've had this movie in my DVD collection since probably 2001, 2002, something like that. So,
that's the thing, man. Like, I specifically remember being in the basement watching Billy Madison, watching Happy Gilmore. Like, I remember choosing those to play.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't have a memory of ever saying I want to watch The Waterboy. But I know I've seen The Waterboy numerous times, like not just once or twice, over and over and over again.
I'm telling you, we watched it at 1480, brother.
We probably did, bro. And I probably just got overshadowed because we watched so much over there.
Yes.
And I'll tell you right now, there's probably 10 movies up the top of my head that I know that we watched that I enjoy more and more, or like wanted to watch it. And it probably became a point where if we watched The Waterboy, that was your selection, which is even more crazy because school will tell you I ain't let school do shit.
I also think
I'm picking the movie.
Yeah. I also think it's what you said earlier, just the age thing. Like, what makes Rich laugh at 12 isn't the same things that make you laugh now. Like, so you can appreciate that super goofy dumb shit. Like, the KKK head, him kicking the cake. Like, that's just hilarious at 12. Like,
it's funny now.
It's funny now. But
it's funny now.
It's a few other things that are just, you watch now and that shit's just stupid. But, when you was younger, that shit was hilarious. Because there's parts that I remember specifically getting weak at as a kid and younger. And I'm just like, damn, that shit don't hit the same.
Well, I think the challenge, and this is, once again, this is what makes a movie even more impressive for me. Mm-hmm. Characters like this are made for skits. Like I mentioned how this was inspired by Saturday Night Live character, Canteen Man. Bobby Boucher is meant for like a Saturday Night Live skit, a Mad TV skit. You know what I mean? It's not necessarily meant, or Living Color. It's not necessarily meant for a 30-minute movie. And you've seen films or shows try to do this, especially Saturday Night Live, right? They've done this plenty of times, where they take a character, and sometimes it works, like your Nights at the Roxbury.
Yep.
And sometimes it's a flop. I can't remember. Was Pat a Saturday Night SNL character?
It's Pat. Yes, that's a classic.
Is that SNL?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. I remember the big thing about it was trying to figure out if it was a man or a woman.
Yeah, like I was just about to say, I'm not getting canceled in 2026, even though I don't really believe in that. Getting canceled in 2026 is not something I'm trying to do for the Culture Garden. But if y'all ever seen this Pat, man, what's the rating on this Pat, man? I gotta see what the rating is.
Ain't no way you can find that movie, bro. That shit probably $25,000 on DVD.
If you're from Cincinnati, that's a star 67 classic, a star 64.
Yeah, classic. Oh man, with Kelly
came out 19
Kelly something.
Came out in 1994.
Mm-hmm.
It's an hour and 17 minutes. So once again, these movies aren't that long because they're coming from sketches. What do you think the rating is on this, Pat? You know exactly what my worst movie is of all time. The worst movie I've ever seen, right? I say it all the time. It's Crossover.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. Do you think Crossover is rated higher or lower than this, Pat?
Lower.
It is. Crossover is rated lower.
See?
That lets you know how bad Crossover is. Because It's Pat. Come on, man. What are we doing? But what do you think the rating is? Give me a rating for It's Pat.
4.8.
They wish.
3.6.
They wish.
2.9.
2.8.
Okay.
The crossover's lower than that.
Yeah, that's yeah.
2.8 for its Pat the movie.
And
you can actually rent it for $3.99. So I'm surprised it's still available.
I'm renting that
places.
Yeah,
you wild. You out pocket.
I'm glad you brought that up too, because you made a great point of the SNL thing.
They fried for this movie, man. They fried for this Pat.
The SNL thing, because I'm sitting here and I'm thinking about Wayne's World, which was an SNL skit that turned into a movie.
Yep.
Damn, what was
probably their biggest one, right? Would you say Wayne's World probably the biggest SNL movie? Or would it be Night? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Wayne's World. It was something else though.
Yeah, too. Wayne's World made over 121 million.
Yeah. Okay. Wayne's World.
Or would it be Blues Brothers?
Ooh, Blues Brothers. Now that's a good one too. It might be Blues Brothers.
This is a 12-year gap. So Blues Brothers came out in 1980. I think it is Blues Brothers. It wasn't obviously making the same money as you would make in 1992 with Wayne's World.
Yeah.
But those are definitely 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Those are 1 and 2 for sure. Some people like Superstar. They fuck with Superstar.
Come on, bruh. But let me say this too. Let me say this. I think one of the reasons that I definitely admire Adam Sandler is everything you just said is similar to Eddie Murphy in the sense of he didn't lean on Lorne Michael, you know what I mean, to make his movies and all that. Coneheads was another one. But yeah, he didn't lean on Lorne Michael. He was like, yo, I'm talented enough. I can do this shit by myself. Like, I'm going to just go for it. And that's exactly what he did. And it's very similar as Eddie Murphy. Because could you imagine if Eddie Murphy would have stuck by Lorne and Lorne says, let's do a Buckwheat movie or let's do James Brown movie, like something crazy like that.
Remember that interview when the dude said nigga in front of Eddie Murphy?
No.
I'll send it to you when we finish.
Okay.
Yeah, bro. It's one of them moments that was Eddie was so shocked that he didn't even get mad. Like this is like in the 80s and shit. It was another comedian. It was some goofy shit. But either way, that's what I thought of when you said the Buckwheat movie. Because I can imagine Eddie looking at Lorne the same way, like, what? And us being the Culture Garden, we gotta mention the Ladies Man. Mention the Ladies Man, another SNL movie.
Yes.
So shout out to Saturday Night Live, man. MacGruber. It's Pat Stewart saves his family. I think we covered most of them. And I think the only one to get a sequel was Wayne's World because it was that big. It was that big of a movie.
Yep.
Wayne's World. All right. Question for you. When it comes to the Waterboy, do you want a sequel?
No.
So Sandler said in 2022 that he wants to kind of make a sequel. Or they've been talking about one. They don't have a script or anything, but it's something he will be interested in doing. I agree with you. I don't want a sequel. Y'all know how I feel, especially if you've been listening for a long time. I know how I feel about prolonged sequels. They rarely work. The only two that I can think of off the top of my head are probably Best Man Christmas, The Holiday, and The Bad Boys.
Yeah.
And even then, you're not necessarily. I said it when we did the last one came out. If you ask me if The Bad Boys 4 was a good movie, I say, but it's definitely entertaining. Like good has layers as far as what you're looking for. And I know we all look for prestige movies and prestige TV, but once again, you do need that stuff where you're just entertained by it, and it does a great job of that. So I don't need a sequel, but I will say this: it would be cool to see Bobby Boucher, and I like to see more of this. I like Crossworld. I like to watch something that just Bobby Boucher be there. In some sense, like, you know what I mean? I don't know what that would look like, but that'd be pretty cool.
Have you seen Happy Gilmore too?
I started it, but I didn't finish it. So I probably saw the first 35 minutes of it, and then ended up doing something else and never came back to it. So not because I don't want to, just got caught up. But obviously, it's been out for some months, and I still haven't finished it. So that says everything you need to know. But I will check it out. Matter of fact, I'll probably do that today.
Okay.
Probably do that today, especially since I fuck with Happy Gilmore so much. All right, Skool. Let's get into the movie.
Let's do it.
Where do you want to start, man? Where do you want to start? Because this movie kind of silly. Like the scenes are moments, really more than scenes that I talk about. I don't really have a full scene that I love, but I do have some moments.
I don't.
And I'll tell you mine. Mine is like the first practice with SCLSU.
I'm cool with that. Listen, I'm cool with it all. That's definitely.
And he's there. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, I really love Jerry Reed, Coach. Coach, what's his name?
His last acting appearance.
Yeah, Coach. But what was his name? But because I know Coach Klein.
Belu.
Okay,
like I said, they them Creole names was fucking me up, bro. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, I've
Bolu.
seen.
My bad to our Louis. I'm turning into school. I always make fun of school for mispronouncing names. I'll be on his ass, man. But today they got him. They got some names on y'all.
Charlotte McGang.
Angela G.
But no, yeah. The first practice. Are you talking about?
I'm talking about the not the practice with Louisiana. I'm talking about when he got fired after that.
Okay.
And he went to Coach Klein that practice.
Okay.
But you can mention the Louisiana practice too, because it's all the same thing. Them just being on trash. Like I just as someone who played football to a certain point, I wasn't no pro. I played football to a certain point in life, and I'm trying to think if I remember people like fucking with the Waterboy like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like just the people on the side. It might be something to do, but mostly it was pretty cool. Like them people would be cool, equipment managers, all that shit. It wouldn't be anything that'd be out of pocket. But there would be some teasing and stuff like that every now and then, because you know you playing this big masculine game and you all this testosterone, and you got somebody, you know, you serving water, bro. You soft? You can't play? Like niggas had that mentality. So that, you know, you give a little shit to the water boy and things like that, and just over the top, like just over the top. His own, and, bro. I'm with y'all. I'm here with y'all. I'm trying to help y'all out, and y'all up here fucking trying to give me wedgies and throwing me around. You know, name calling both teams, and it's just like, damn, what I do, bro? You kind of, dare I say, you kind of feel for Bobby because you know, like I'm sheltered. That's the word I was looking for earlier. He's sheltered, man. He doesn't know much about much, and my mama said like all that shit. So, so spitting in the water, like, bro, the homie spit in the water when he went to SCLSU. And I'm thinking to myself, like, that's y'all water. You got to drink that,
bro. I swear, every time that scene come on, I would have said, all right, cool. He would have been the next one to get some water.
Yeah, and then the quarterback even like, look at me, I'm the water boy. Like, just fucking with him. Like,
and even after he got his ass whooped, he still was messing with him. I'm like,
that's what I'm saying. But Bobby went OD. Bobby went OD, man. He had to let them know. I ain't playing with y'all. Wasting water, all types of shit. So that scene in itself, and of course I got to mention the professor scene.
Well, before that, I want to get into him getting hired, though.
Okay.
You know, him getting hired. That was a dope scene. The fact that Bobby is, like you said, sheltered.
Yeah, that man 31 years old, bro.
I had a conversation with someone and I asked them some things about Bobby Boucher. Do they agree? But they was like, I don't know. But the fact that
having a conversation about Bobby Boucher on the side is crazy. that's wild. Asking questions about him like he a real person is wild.
Hey, just his mental state, man. The fact that he was asking questions about Coach Klein. Like, you know, Coach Klein, and all right, come here, huddle up. Everybody huddle up. Like, and Bobby's looking around like, you know, and then the fact that when he saw that water, bro, like,
yeah.
When he first got hired. He said, just promise me you won't serve that again. Like, I will do this shit for free. Now that's crazy. So
I like it. I like it, man. Yeah, because he was in that room just going, you knew Coach Klein was like, what's going on with bro? You all right? And it tells you a lot about the team. Like, what kind of players is y'all that y'all playing for him? Because nobody did right. This is like a last option, last chance you type shit.
And I can see just in that little glimpse of him writing the trying to do the play on the board that you could tell at one point he had it. You know what I mean? Just his confidence for that 5 seconds where he's like, you know, he's gonna go this way, and then he's gonna fake to the left. No, fake to the right. And then he just he just lost it that quick. Like, oh, okay.
And I like
So
I like that we get the scene with the green notebook. Like that was his notebook. He's the one that originated, and it makes sense on it. Like when you think about like trauma and psychology. Obviously, we weren't thinking about this at 11, but as you know, this things can happen. Traumatic events can happen, and it kind of erases people's memories or kind of mess with these. In sports, they call it the yips.
Yeah.
So think of somebody like Ben Simmons, where or Markelle Fultz, where it's like, damn, my man just wouldn't shoot jumpers no more because somebody fucked with a shot. Yep. And in his head, he just couldn't. It was some kind of mental block, and that's what we saw with Coach Klein. Just something that was comfortable and easy for me got taken away in a traumatic fashion.
Yep.
And now I can't do it. And the fact that it's a comedy and they still slid stuff like that in, you can just go. Like I almost respect it sometimes when movies don't explain nothing. Like it just don't make sense. And you just keep it moving. But they put that in and it made sense for him. So I will say that as well. I mentioned the professor scene, which is probably my favorite scene in the movie or moment, I guess, because it's so only because the professor was, and I like the gag that they had. Like he was always getting beat up, but he was talking cash. Like he was really playing Bobby, bro.
He was.
But it's funny because if I was in that class and somebody raised my mama said, especially when we were in college, I'd have been weak. I ain't gonna hold you. Like Bobby would have tackled me too, because I'd have been weak. And the professor thought, go ahead.
Go ahead. Now I was gonna say, I also think that should let people know that no matter what, like like you said, I think you say it all the time, like people don't play about their wives and their moms. Like that's just it.
Wives, moms, children. Like those are the three that
come on,
those are the three where you don't play no game. Ain't no coming back from it. You know what I mean? You talk about mom's crazy or some shit like that, bro. Nah, bro. We ain't no my bads.
Yep.
Fuck all that. So yeah, and I also like the fact that Lawrence Gilliard's character, the kicker, I forget his name in the actual movie. Dwayne, maybe?
Derek,
excuse me. I went all the way black. I like the fact that he mentioned when he first met, like, yo, my mama said the same thing. Like, you know what I mean? It's just kind of that shot that, especially Southern moms and all moms in general, but just overall having that same comparison. But the professor when he answered the first question and they laughed at him and he raised his hand again and Derek up there trying to be like, nah. He said, let's see what mama has to say on this subject. Like he just clowning. And then Bobby answered, he said, well, folks, mama wrong again. Like, nigga tackled his professor, bro.
That nigga Bobby said, no, Colonel Sanders, you wrong.
But that's how it be, though, bro. You've been taught one thing your entire life, and that's all you know. You really think that's true. Yes. It's just like, no, Colonel Sanders, you wrong. Yeah, that's hilarious, bro.
That nigga been a water boy since he was 13.
He loved it. And it was just like I said, just the concept of them. That was the moment where Colonel Sanders just kept getting beat up, hit, whatever, in all kind of silly ways, which is like a trope that Adam Sandler uses.
Yes.
What was that? And Billy Maddox or Happy Gilmore. The woman who kept like getting hit. Remember she fell out the window with the air conditioner?
I thought it was the boss, but I guess
Nah, it was the woman in that movie. He always has a character that's something happening to them. Even in Big Daddy, even though we don't fuck with Rob Schneider over here, he was always getting picked on and beat up as a delivery dude. So all that stuff. So he uses those tropes. So I like to see that in there. But yeah, shout out to that character, Professor, and all that. That was hilarious. What you want to get into next?
Stupid. Sheesh. I would like to get into when he brought Vicky Valancourt home, man.
Okay. Well, before we get there, I do want to talk about the first game.
Okay.
I think that came right before. Just mentioning that it's just to see him in action, to kind of see him playing football. That was our first time, and because Bobby Boucher, hard hitting linebacker. When people make lists of like greatest fictional, if you had to build a fictional or movie football team, a lot of them will have Bobby Boucher as their starting linebacker. You know what I mean? Or right there, because he on top of it.
It's a reason you can buy a Bobby Boucher jersey at Temu for $12. You hear me?
Fuck Temu, you can go to Fanatics.
All that, yeah.
You can go to Fanatics. You can get an official joint. Like so, same with like Charlie Conway and Mighty Ducks, like all this stuff, like Booby Miles. Like these are, Jesus Shuttlesworth. All these characters, like you can buy their jerseys, and people will rock a Bobby Boucher jersey. But he drop kicked number 62 because he was talking shit. Like intercepted it, gave him the ball just so he could tackle him. Like not just tackle him, like crouching tiger, hidden dragon shit.
Yeah,
rock this shit. I mean, his teammates, nice job, shithead. You just lost us the game. I just thought it was interesting to see. But go ahead, let's go to your scene.
I just, I love the fact that, once the game's over, he runs into to Vicky Valancourt. She soups up his motor or his lawnmower. This dude's right. I don't know if that's a Southern thing or what, but him just riding his lawnmower back and forth to practice is crazy. And he's on the road, so yeah. But nah, just him coming home. Him just being such a mama's boy, like her asking him to go out to eat, and he's like, "Well, my mama don't like. Mama said the food ain't it ain't good." So, but my mama, whatever. They have a grill out, and from the jump, mama is not on it, bro. Like, mama is not on it. She slams the food down. She, remember Vicky makes a reference to him having a good game. And she said something like foosball. You remember that coach that wanted you to come over here and play foosball? All that. And I love the fact when she says, what would you say if he was to play foosball or something like that? And just Mom was on some trash, bro. Just how she was on. Yeah. She was just like, you know what? I don't like you either. Something like that. She just go, hey, Kathy Bates.
Hey, it's a classic. It's a classic case of who sits in the front seat, moms or your wife.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's a classic case of that. He was a mama boys to the fullest. And I don't really have a lot to say about him, but Vicky Valancourt was a great character. Just the trash she was into and just kind of, she had genuine love. And it kind of shows you all you need is one person. Like, he might be awkward to everybody else, but Vicky was like, shit, I rock with it. That's her dude. You see, they end up getting married. So the whole nine, but yeah, that dynamic and that back and forth between mom and girlfriend. And I'm surprised she even let her sit down for dinner, honestly. The way Kathy Bates' character was, mama was, she wasn't going for none of it.
Yeah, and she was willing to embarrass her son to the max to get this woman away from him. Like, does he tell you about his feet being stanky? Does he tell you about his pissy ass sheets? Like, he tell you wear those pajamas with Deputy Dog on them? Like, damn.
Yeah. Like, damn, moms.
Don't do me like that.
Hey. Yeah, but I will say the fact that we get, once again, a movie like this doesn't owe us anything. They don't owe us any kind of explanation, but they actually tied us into why it's like that. She got abandoned by his dad and didn't want him to abandon her. So, which is very true. It happens. You know what I mean? That's a whole nother conversation for a different type of podcast. You know, people talk about mamas treating their son like they man and all that stuff. It's a whole thing, but it comes from that. Like, you know what I mean? Just being hurt, and especially if it's a dad, like you look like that dad too, and you a reminder, it's either gonna be anger or kind of overbearing, one of the two. So yeah, all that stuff is crazy. I got the party just because like them at the frat house, and it's funny because this nigga told his mama a gorilla broke out of the zoo and punched him in the eye. And I want to highlight this too. I know we talk about Bobby being sheltered, but his mama was on that shit too. Mom was just out there putting up wanted signs for gorillas, like she believed it. Like, you think she was going along with it, or she really believed it? Like, they both was a little bit nutty.
Obviously, she believed it.
Yeah, like, because you wouldn't go, as we always say, you're not going too far with the comedy.
With the comedy,
go to the extent of putting up when he ain't even around. Or maybe she would. Maybe she would. I don't know. She is that type of mom. But the party, just because, first and foremost, the coach and the professor being at the party is crazy. Like, if I ever walked into a college party and I see a coach and a professor there, I'm leaving. I'm at the wrong place.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, for sure.
That's really all I wanted to highlight about it.
Well,
I'm at the wrong place.
Listen, I'm gonna say it goes back to what you're saying about him being sheltered. Like when them young ladies walked up on him and he was saying, she was like, "You ever been with?"
Yeah, that's probably the best moment for the classic moment from that scene.
And he's like, "Shit, yeah, I've been with women and men. Like, you ever been with a man and woman at once?" Yeah, as a matter of fact, I was with Coach Klein and my mama the other day. Like, come on, bro. Like, this nigga just super. Shit didn't even cross his mind. And
girl was out of there. The other girl was like, "Shit, tell me more."
Hey, tell me more. Yeah, he said, "I want Vicky Valancourt." That's what I'm gonna tell you. Beat it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. He wild. But that's really all I got to say. The coach, like I say, he saw Bobby, man, started quivering. Yeah. We still got our tests on Friday. Yeah, that's okay with you.
Hey,
I'm trying to have that kind of juice.
You, brother.
Yeah, I'll change the date if we need to. Matter of fact, you ain't got to do it. Yeah, yeah. So I'm looking for that kind of juice. My next thing is a pep rally. Did you have anything before that?
No.
Go ahead. You want to kick this one off, or
go ahead, man?
So obviously this is the climax of the film.
Yeah,
where everything's going right for the Mud Dogs. Everything's cool. They are on a winning streak. Remember, they came in with a 40-game winning streak, went to 41. And ever since Bobby was on it, they've been hauling off these wins. And they've been, I like the film kept it real, like knowing they don't have an offense. So they're winning games 5-0. You know what I mean? Like just very low defensive type of games. They're at the pep rally. They qualify for the Bourbon Bowl, which is a fictional bowl, but it's a big-time thing. And they're having a good time. Fans are sending them off. They're by the swamp, and then Louisiana, their bus pulls up. I forget dude's name. He's talking Big Cash and Meanie. That was his name? The name of that nigga Meanie. All right, I'm done with this. I'm done with this episode. But Vicky pulled up on him with that Yami.
She ain't playing.
Stop playing with my man. You know what I mean? Made him apologize. She ends up getting arrested for attempted murder, assault, deadly weapon, whatever it was. But
get her ass. What do you say? Hey, get her ass from around here. Get her ass from around here. I love that southern accent, bro. How they be saying?
Oh yeah, especially when you go that deep, like the swamp area. Yeah, and then we got hating ass coach comes and pretty much ends the party. Like this man got a made up transcript. He can't play. He ain't eligible. I told the NCAA, hating, just hating. Yeah, and he's supposed to have a squad.
Not only that, knowing damn well that if he knew that he could tackle like that,
he would have been on his team.
He would have been on his squad. Like
that's why when he saw him at the bar, when he saw him on Sports Center, shout out to old school Sports Center, man. Like shout out to old seeing Dan Patrick when he used to. Anyway, but when he saw him at the bar and kind of clutched onto that green notebook because he knew. And that's always funny too, because certain people are just built like that. It doesn't matter how good you are, how many championships you win. It's like, I don't want you to have it. Like, I don't want that person to leave and be good somewhere else. He was with me. Like I owned him. Like, you know what I mean? That type of thing. So the pep rally, and then everybody just kind of turning on Bobby. Like, damn, like you played us. You cheated. You ain't even go to school. I'd have been, I'm sitting there like, none of y'all cared that this nigga 31, but I guess that didn't matter. And we see the coach dip out, but we don't know why. And we find out later because I'm the one that made that transcript, bro. I wanted you to play. So I did what I had to do.
Absolutely.
And then Bobby's like, well, why you ain't saying that? Why you leaving me hanging? I'm a coward, pretty much. Yeah. And even then with the whole debacle with his mom when she found out he playing football and like wanting to like fake her illness to keep him from playing, and then realizing, oh, these people love you. Like you really on top of this. And, she finally woke up and had this conversation with him about her dad and didn't want to be deserted. And she actually ended up helping him get to the Bourbon Bowl and her man Vicky. So I do like that part of it. But after that, I would say the Bourbon Bowl. So we're at the end of the movie pretty much. Of course, the Mud Dogs are going to win 30-27. Now, where'd you come up with? That's not a guess. That's what's going to happen.
That's what's going to happen. Yeah.
That's always one of those. I'll never forget that part just because the cutaway scene when they cut it to 3 and he looked over and she looked like, nigga, like we know she's into astrology. So all that stuff she was looking into, I'm like, nah, this is going to be the score. And then I mentioned the KKK mask and they're kicking it. That shit's still funny. Like, picture something that you hate and they, come on, boy.
It had to be a 70-yarder, man. Nigga was at half field.
He booted that shit, bro. And the fact that the KKK head was like, it's a football, but no. Like, it was actually trying to talk back. Like, bro, you're a football. Once again, this movie's silly as hell.
Silly, man.
So everything, just them being down big, typical sports movie. Down big, going to halftime. We just did Little Giants, y'all. Same thing.
Yes.
It's a tale as old as time. Shout out to Beauty and the Beast, man. It's just, the underdogs go in, the big game. They're not doing well. They have something magical happen at halftime, which is, of course, Bobby showing up, and then everything changes. how you run your annexation of Puerto Rico's or all that other, every trick play you done had, and everything magically just goes right for you. And even the other coach was on some like shit. I knew, which honestly, that was people would make fun of you.
That was smart.
Dan Fauci's like, this is genius, man. He's taking it out. He's making the offense beat him. Shit. And listen, if all your points coming from defense, why wouldn't I? I'm just gonna give you the ball the whole time.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because I can't do nothing. So it was actually a pretty good thing. Yes. And of course, finally, we see the final play where Bobby gets the pass. He don't play offense, but he got the pass or got the pitch and pass with 0 seconds left. And once again, classic sports movie.
Yep.
We've done the replacements on here. Listen, all the same script. The same script, y'all. Copy and paste. Just change the uniform, change the names. Yeah, got that flea flicker, and then touchdown was 0 seconds. You know, caught it, dived in dramatic fashion.
Yep.
And it is what it is. You know, so they was champions, and then of course you get the wedding, where because I always forget. You know, my first thought is, and the same thing with Forrest Gump. Like, bro, why this nigga ain't in the NFL?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Forrest Gump was a little bit more reasonable because of the time. Like,
you
know, NFL wasn't as lucrative as that. These niggas still work. They were still plumbers in the off season.
Hey,
but going to war, man. Shit, Joe DiMaggio, man, he went to if he wasn't at the war, he was at the World Series. That's how good his career was. Only time he ain't go to the World Series was when he was battling in the war.
Hey, and the nigga was cracking Marilyn Monroe. That's crazy.
Dad showing up, just seeing Dad and being an exact replica of Bobby. That shit was just goofy. Them goofy ass suits and Mama tackling them. Just kind of a good thing. But overall, y'all, this is just a silly ass movie, man. It's not one to really talk about. It's just one you put on and be like, all right, man, we ain't taking nothing away from it. Like, I couldn't tell you the next time I'm gonna watch Waterboy. Like, I don't have to watch it again. Like, you know what I mean? This is one of those things.
I do, but I hear you.
Yeah. That's cool. That's the beauty of it, right?
Yeah.
It's not a Sandler thing. It's a Waterboy thing. But I know I will. Do you have anything else you wanted to talk about from scenes and?
I'm just gonna say a couple quotes that I really liked.
I was gonna get the best quotes. Did you have any scenes though, or anything before we get to them?
Nah.
Let's go ahead. Kick off the quotes, my brother.
One of my favorite quotes is when Derek tell him, "Let me know when it's cool, baby." I don't know why I just love that scene. It was another one I can't think of it, but you go ahead.
So the quarterback for his new team, that first practice. Oh, I'm a football player. Like just them fucking with him was just crazy.
Yeah.
Watch where you're going, needle dick. Because once again, that's just silly, childish shit.
Yep.
What you call it? Not Clint Howard. Is it Clint Howard? What's one? Not Ron Howard's brother. What's his name?
Clint Howard. And the
Clint Howard? Yeah, Clint Howard. Paco.
Paco.
Paco was in the stand, said, Waterboy is killing him. Best tackler I've seen since Joe Montana. Joe Montana was a quarterback, you idiot. I said Joe Montana.
Yeah.
And that's even, I think that's one of those, I think that's one, because as a kid, I thought he was just like, oh, you dumb. You trying to correct yourself. As I get older, especially if you watch Entourage, I mentioned this for the second time. There's an episode where Drama's doing some like Hallmark movie of the week, and his co-star is Joe Montana. And I'm like, oh, Joe Montana is a real person. That's an actor. So that's what made it even more funny because I said Joe Montana. Imagine being named Joe Montana and there's somebody like Joe Montana that really exists.
It's crazy.
You probably never have to wait for a table. Kick his water loving ass, Greg. When Meanie came, that's the pep rally. Something kick his water loving ass. When Bobby showed up at halftime. And they was talking about, remember when Bobby Boucher showed up at halftime and the Mud Dogs won the Bourbon Bowl, do you? Like, you can tell he's socially awkward and shit, man. Yeah. He's really feeling it, man. That whole locker room got hype. When in the Bourbon Bowl game, when Derek is trying to set up that onside kick, who is it? Who is it? Oh, yeah, there's my bitch.
Yep, that's the one.
I'm sorry it was a brother, but it's all good. And then, of course, got to put this in there. Now, that's high quality H2O. Everybody was saying that when this movie came out. And, of course, I think the number one thing that most people said when this movie came out was something must be wrong with your medulla oblongata. Because that, when Skool, you can account for this, man. People probably didn't even know what that was.
Yep.
And everybody said something about a medulla oblongata after this movie came out, which
Rappers
shows the cultural impact, right?
Yep.
So shout out to Waterboy.
Yes.
Anything else you have for quotes?
Yeah, the other one I had was Vicky Valancourt showed me her boobies, and I like those too. Like, he said, what he say? He said, I'm non-confrontational. I'm a Virgo. Who told you a Virgo? Like his mom was on his ass, bro. Everything was the devil, bro. Little girls are the devil. Foosball is the devil. Like everything. Sheesh.
And then, I forget what they was watching on TV. Look, the devil's on TV.
Yeah. So see, man, listen.
Yeah, man.
That's it.
This movie scene stealer.
Got to be coach such and such, Jerry Reed.
Blake. Oh, coach. Louisiana. Silly as this is. Silly as this is, it really ain't a scene stealer. I just want to give him credit. Let me not give him scene stealer. They didn't do anything, but I get weak to this day. Blake Clark. And this is what I mean when I tell y'all earlier, when I said, if you're going to be stupid, you got to be all the way stupid to get me to laugh. Farmer Fran, bruh. Just the concept of that character makes me laugh every single time.
Yeah.
Like, what? If people really just going along with it. So Farmer Fran, played by Blake Clark. I got to give him some love. But my scene still would probably be... It might be Vicky. It might be Fairuza Balk as Vicky. I think she really did a good job in this movie.
Not mad at that.
But yeah, I'm not mad at and the quarterback, man. Peter Dante, who played the quarterback, man. He had me weak too. He was just silly. Just some silly shit, man.
Because we all know Peter. We all know somebody like him. It don't matter how many times you whoop his ass, he don't care. He coming back, still talking shit, all that.
I'm skipping over things that bother you because once again, if anything bothers you about this movie, you need some therapy.
Yeah.
Anything from The Wire, I mentioned it. Lawrence Gilliam Jr., D'Angelo Barksdale, he played Derek in this film. And most of the trivia I kind of mentioned already when we talked about the origin and stuff like that. Did you have any extra trivia?
I think the one thing that I heard you mention, and I thought this was pretty cool, was that they won a game 5-0. And if anyone that doesn't know about football, the only way you can score 5-0 is a sack, which would obviously be
safety.
A safety, which would obviously be Bobby Boucher, and then a field goal, which is Derek. So,
and they're the two that got along since day one. Like they were the ones that were friends.
Yep. So it's only right.
Now, if we talked about this earlier about the sequel, how we don't need it, but if it's 2001 and they come out with a sequel, I would have loved to see like more of their friendship, and probably Bobby in the NFL might be what that looked like. But
I'm glad you mentioned that because Adam Sandler was on the I can't remember what the podcast is called, but it's the Kelsey Brothers podcast, and they talked to him.
Something Heights.
Yeah, and they talked to him about whatever. They talked to him about Waterboy 2 and what it looks like. Like what is Bobby Boucher?
Who are they talking to?
Adam Sandler.
They're talking Adam Sandler. Okay.
Yeah. And he had mentioned like that if he was to do a movie, he said he doesn't know exactly what it would look like, but he can say that Bobby Boucher, he did go to the NFL. He went for 2 or 3 years, but he really loved his mom. So he came home. But he said he also saw some things that he shouldn't have seen, especially when he was in Vegas. So he didn't mention Vicky Valancourt. So I don't know what happened, but
Vegas.
Yeah, because they play Vegas, Las Vegas, the Raiders.
Oh, you talking about if they did it like today?
Yeah, this was a recent interview.
Oh yeah, of course. The podcast ain't been along with that.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. No, I feel that. I like that. That's some good input. I didn't find that anywhere, but yeah, I don't need it. So
not again.
If we're gonna do Bobby, like let Bobby have a scene in some random movie. Like if I was just watching a football movie and I seen Bobby Boucher, I think shit like that's cool. But I don't need another movie. You know, we don't need it. We didn't ask for it.
But see, here's the thing. Even if they do that, we're gonna wind up getting the movie because we gonna love it so much, or it's gonna be so good. It's either gonna be good or it's gonna be bad. And if it's good, it's gonna be so good that we're gonna be like, you know what? The movie one, he still got it. The movie wouldn't be too bad. Like, and it's gonna be on Netflix and it's gonna be mediocre. And Kathy Bates says she ain't doing none of that. So
I don't blame her. The fact that they got her for this is enough.
She threw that shit in the trash.
Yeah, she threw it in the trash, man. She said she read the first few pages and said, man, get the fuck out of here. I'm Kathy Bates. they got me fucked up.
Crazy.
And it's funny because you laughing because you see it happening. You looking at Kathy Bates in your head, reading that script, flipping through it. Man, get the fuck out of here.
Shit out of here.
Yeah, man. All right. We get to the part of the episode where we rate the film. Too high, too low, just right. We take the user ratings from IMDb. This film is rated a 6.2 out of 10. Skool, too high, too low, just right.
It's just right.
Same, just right. Like I don't want to shit on it and give it lower, but it's definitely not getting anything higher than this. Like 6.2 is probably perfect. If anything, I put it at a 6 even, but same thing. And rose, bouquet, or the whole damn garden.
Me personally, I'm giving it the whole damn garden.
Really? I'm giving it a rose.
Yeah.
I'm giving it a rose, man. Shout out to Waterboy. No hate. I don't got no slander for it. It just ain't. Spike Lee said, not my cup of tea. Yeah. All right. Once again, just a Letterboxd review. I'll start adding this at the end. I said it earlier. Follow me on Letterboxd. Skool's gonna get his together one day.
Oh, I got it together. I just don't remember my name.
What's your name?
Let me check right now.
You got 10 seconds, otherwise I'm skipping.
That's why I was saying, like, hey, you put me on the spot, nigga. Shit.
Nah, I'm fucking with you, man. But as I mentioned, while Skool's looking that up, I'm KRich513. Go ahead and give your boy a follow. Every movie that I've seen so far this year in the theaters, I went ahead and give a rating to. I haven't really written a review. I think there might be one where I'm getting like a 1 cent or 2 cents review, but nothing really in depth. But you can at least see what I'm thinking. The last movie I saw was Eternity. We'll have another book club, film club episode here soon. We plan on rolling that out in real time in January, February next year. But remember your name?
Yeah, it's Schoolboy. Simple. SKOOLBOI.
Schoolboy. So follow Schoolboy over there as well. I need to follow you, so I'll give you a follow over there as well. What would you rate this out of 5 out of stars? What are you rating this?
2.5.
Yeah, I gave 2.5.
Yeah, right in the middle.
All right, y'all. Now that the episode is over, just make sure you like, subscribe, share. Yes. Tell a friend to tell a friend. We appreciate y'all. Yes. Thank you. We'll be back next week. So this upcoming week, we obviously release this on a Saturday since it's the Waterboy. We felt college football theme. Kind of worked out. Next week, we'll have a new episode of the New York Times. I think we're going from 60 to 51. And then we are going to release an episode on Thanksgiving that I think a lot of you will appreciate. We'll release it on Thanksgiving Day. So when you're with your families and need to escape for a little bit, you can have something and we'll take it from there. But year's almost wrapping up. We'll keep y'all updated on the schedule.
It's crazy.
We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Y'all be cool. Y'all be cool.
Oh, peace.
We out.